Hey guys, and welcome to this week's pregnancy update. This is a very special week this week because today I turned 20 weeks pregnant, which means I am halfway done, hopefully. I hope I do not go over 40 weeks. If I do, I will probably cry because I'm already getting extremely uncomfortable. And I hate to complain because I know that women have had more than 2 babies. But I definitely am experiencing things a lot sooner in this pregnancy now, especially since the baby is getting heavier and bigger. So with Kyle, I didn't really experience a lot of back pain while I was sleeping, or back pain in general, until the later 20s, early 30s. In my 30 weeks, I started feeling like my pelvic floor was just a pile of shattered glass. And every time I would roll over in the night, my pelvis would pop. Something in my pelvis would pop every time I rolled over. And it was weird. And I thought that like I was breaking a bone or something. It was awful. So I'm actually already starting to feel that now at 20 weeks. So that's great. The last 2 nights I have not slept good at all. My back has been getting so sore at night, no matter what position I lay in. And I try to even sleep on my stomach, and I can still do that fairly comfortably. But even that kind of gets my back hurting. And I still I lay on top of a pillow on my stomach. So I'm laying on a very cushiony surface. But it still hurts pretty bad. So I'm tossing and turning a lot, which is probably waking Matthew up. So I feel kind of bad about that. But I hope that it gets better somehow, because I don't want to have to be sleeping in my chair, sitting upright, because that's about the only time that my back doesn't hurt. Sitting like this is hurting my back, definitely, just sitting straight up. But if I'm just sitting or standing, walking around, yeah, my back definitely starts to feel the pressure. So as you guys know, I work outside of the home part-time in an office. So I'm sitting a lot at work in a chair, and I've got a fairly comfortable chair. My last pregnancy, I did end up bringing a pillow with me to work. This pregnancy, I'm probably going to have to do that because I've noticed my tailbone is getting really sore. And I can only be sitting for 10-15 minutes and I start to feel my tailbone getting really sore from it. So I'm probably going to have to start bringing another pillow. And I do get up and walk around quite a bit to help with that. Also, I'll keep doing that as I get further along because, of course, most women will swell a little bit the further along in their pregnancy that they get. So I want to keep that down, which means I need to drink a lot more water than I already do. I'm bad. I am bad at drinking water, staying hydrated. I've been really working on trying to eat good, healthy snacks throughout my, in between my meals, especially since my last update when I told you guys I passed out. I haven't had any other issues with that lately. I think that the chest pain I was having actually is coming from heartburn, which is another thing I've been having a ton this week. Heartburn is no joke when you're pregnant. It's miserable. And again, with Kyle, I didn't even have that until I was, I think, in my 30 weeks. And so I'm going to have to get a big thing of Tums because it was intense this week. With almost anything I would eat, it would make my stomach feel really sour, and then I could feel it all the way up, and then that really weird burning sensation that heartburn is in the back of your throat. So I'm pretty sure that's where my chest pains were coming from, because I've been feeling my chest pains less and less actually recently. So I'm not even concerned about them at all. But the heartburn definitely needs to be dealt with. That's just a miserable thing to be dealing with. I was talking to a friend of mine. She and I go to church together, but actually we work together now too. And she was saying, you know, the wives' tale says that if you have a lot of heartburn when you're pregnant, that could mean that your baby has a lot of hair. And I was thinking it's going to be so cool to see how my two sons either look the same or look different. And I definitely, like I said, I didn't have heartburn with Kyle until later, and he has light blonde hair, and it's pretty fine and thin like my hair is, but it's thick, like he has a lot of it. So I'm wondering what this baby's hair coloring consistency is going to be like. If it's anything like Matthew's, it will be jet black and very thick. Matthew has really, really nice hair. So I hope that this baby gets hair like his. But I love blonde hair too. I love Kyle's hair. I think his hair is beautiful. So, and it's super easy to style. Like you can swoop it either way and it's cute. He's just a cute little baby. I'm not biased or anything. So yeah, anyway, that was a fun little conversation that we had about, you know, wondering what this baby's hair is gonna look like. I'm just excited in general just to see what this baby looks like. It'll be so fun. I'm actually even looking forward to the newborn stage when, you know, we bring him home and we're getting to know him. Even the whole like getting up in the middle of the night thing. At first when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh, I dread that part because I hated that part, you know, with Kyle. I would dread nights because I hated knowing that I was going to be getting up every like 2 hours to feed him and change his diaper. And I just love my sleep. I just have always been a really good long sleeper. And when I don't sleep well, I just don't do well. So I was really having a hard time adjusting to the fact that I wasn't getting a lot of sleep with Kyle. So with this pregnancy, thinking about that coming up with this new baby, at first I thought, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go through that again and that's gonna be miserable. But now the closer we get to it and the more I'm thinking about having a, you know, tiny little baby in my arms again, it's not so scary thinking about that, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it just a little bit. We'll see how I feel when I'm actually in the moment with it. But yeah, so heartburn, not as many chest pains as I was having, definitely having a lot of back pain, not sleeping very good, and a lot of like pelvic, you know, pain and tailbone pressure and pain and everything like that. What were some other symptoms that I had? I'm gonna have to look up in my notes to see what those were. Oh, another thing, actually probably the biggest thing, is that I have definitely gotten bigger. Like my stomach has gotten bigger. I've been feeling a lot of round ligament pain and a lot of just, I'll eat a little bit, but then I'll feel so full. And by the end of the day, my stomach is just huge. And it's kind of fun actually looking at how just in 1 week's time, I have definitely gotten bigger. People at work are noticing it too. They'll point it out. And so, yeah, people are noticing it. I'm feeling it. The round ligament pain is definitely something that's been going on this week. I felt it a lot in the top of my abdomen, but just a little bit, you know, in the rest of my abdomen, mostly in the top. And it's been interesting. I kind of forgot what round ligament pain was. I thought it was going to be more like, you know, period cramps, but no, it's not like that at all. It's just regular muscle pulling pain. So that's fun. But it's good. I mean, you can definitely tell that he's growing. I mean, his kicking is getting more regular. It's getting stronger. I'm feeling him so much throughout the day. I feel him sometimes at night when I wake up. which is so cool. I like being able to feel him. We actually were able to see him move for the first time last week, I think it was. I really felt him kick strong one day. I think it was on a Friday. And I thought, oh man, that was a pretty strong kick. I wonder if I can see it. Sure enough, I looked and I could see this baby kicking at, I think it was during 19th or 18th week. Somewhere between 18 and 19 weeks, I was able to start seeing this baby move, which I think is pretty cool because I wasn't seeing that early with Kyle. I could feel him as early as 14 weeks, but I wasn't seeing Kyle move that early. So this is exciting to me. I'm not fitting into my clothes much anymore, so that's getting a little frustrating. I'm going to have to go shopping and get some more leggings and some more pants and shorts with belly bands so that I'm a lot more comfortable. Otherwise, and those would be things for work. Otherwise, when I get home, I get straight into my gym shorts because they're comfortable, they're not restricting, and they're not like pulling in on my stomach like jeans do. So, yeah, I definitely need to invest into some more maternity wear. And eventually I will go shopping for other things like nursing bras. I've got 2 from my last pregnancy, but I want to get some new ones because I can tell that there's a difference in size this time around. I'm just bigger this time around with this baby. So I will go ahead and read to you guys what the growth and development are for week 20. The baby is supposed to be the size of a banana, which is funny because that's Kyle's favorite fruit. I have to hide bananas from him, or else he'll eat like a whole bundle of bananas in one day. He loves them. So yeah, the baby is about the size of a banana, which is about 6.5 inches and about 10.1 ounces. So the baby's got working taste buds, and he is gulping down several ounces of amniotic fluid each day, and of course it's significantly increasing more and more. And that's pretty much it from what my app tells me as far as the baby's growth is, but it does mention that there will be a lot of like CM discharge, and that is going to increase more and more until delivery, so yay, panty liners. Leg cramps, I've had a few, but nothing that really has been terrible at all. Heartburn and indigestion are happening as baby starts to crowd your digestive system. Mild swelling, but don't worry, this should subside after delivery. Delivery is at least 20 more weeks away. I hope I'm not swelling yet. That would not be a great thing. Shortness of breath as your uterus expands, it pushes against your lungs. Yes, I remember that. I remember that very well. The mild swelling thing, I didn't have it until weeks before my diagnosis with preeclampsia came. So I thought that my swelling was just completely normal for pregnancy, which it is. It is. Like, so many people have had major swelling and not had preeclampsia. So that was just a thing for me. But it was only like in my feet and my ankles. I didn't have any swelling in my hands. My ring fit the entire time through my pregnancy. I never had to take it off. And I didn't have any swelling in my face until I was at the hospital getting all those fluid pumped into me. So, yeah, I really just had swelling in my ankles and my feet. I was working full time at that point, and I was sitting non-stop because I was the receptionist at that point, and I couldn't just get up and walk around like I can right now, like take, you know, a couple minutes to walk around, get my blood flowing and everything. So I'm hoping that this time, since I can get up and walk around more, and because I work part-time, that I might be able to avoid swelling as much as I can. So in that, I also took my blood pressure today, and it was 115/73, if I remember correctly, which is good. That's still in a really good range, and it's still really low for me. I'm taking my baby aspirin every night, so I'm hoping that that will just help prevent the preeclampsia. Anyway, that's it for this week. I'm 20 weeks along today. That was my 19-week pregnancy update. I'm getting closer and closer. Each week is getting faster and faster. And I cannot wait to start getting a nursery together for this baby. We still don't have a name. Not sure when we'll get one. But we have an idea of a middle name that we've actually had for a while. We're just trying to find a first name that we really like and that will go with the middle name. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The nursery is going to be coming up sometime probably in the next couple of months. We are in the process of trying to move. So once those things get finalized, I will be able to start working on a nursery for this baby. My priority will be to get Kyle into his room settled and that room set up really nice for him. So I'll be doing 2 nursery tours, one for the new baby and one for Kyle. So that'll be something that you guys can look forward to, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye.